Hello, Tiffany here with me and my three, giving you a 1 week update on my adult braces journey. I have had my braces now for a whole 7 days and it has already been a journey. Let's see. So day one, I wasn't in a whole lot of pain, but by the evening of day one, my teeth were a little tender. I did also develop the brackets cut, which created like a canker sore looking thing, which if you Google canker sore, it looks like white raised in your lip or whatever. So I had one up here and one down here, and they were very painful. So I ended up using the wax that the orthodontist gave me to put on the brackets where it sticks out. I think later those will be used for rubber bands to hook. So I put wax there, and I ended up going to the drugstore and getting mouthwash that was for oral sores or something like that to kind of help. It had peroxide in it. That's why I wanted to get it, because I know peroxide helps with canker sores. So didn't help. I mean, it helped a little bit. So the main issues after day one was teeth. My teeth were tender. They felt like they were moving immediately. I think, like, you know how like you have muscle memory? I think my teeth had memory of moving before and braces memory, if there's such a thing. I think there is. But so that, and then the soreness from the canker sores, it really felt like my lip was not infected. It was just really, I was in a lot of pain. So I took a leave and was rinsing with the mouthwash, and none of that was really fixing it. So that was Wednesday into Thursday. And Thursday, the Aleve wasn't working. My lip was still sore. I could barely eat anything. I was eating pudding and soup. Wasn't trying to bite. Definitely not trying to bite into anything. And didn't want to do a whole lot of chewing. Just drank a lot of liquids and a lot of pudding. So I started doing, I think I searched on Pinterest and found like remedies for neck. I'm really into like herbal stuff, holistic medicine, and essential oils, natural remedies. So I found a thing for using essential oils on canker sores, and it was Young Living's brand Thieves, and I have both doTERRA and Young Living. It's like Burger King and McDonald's kind of. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, it's definitely not Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. But anyway, I digress. So I put the Thieves, which has I think it has like cinnamon, cloves, frankincense, something else in there I can't remember right now. Maybe marjoram. I don't know. But you can search that, Thieves. It's by Young Living essential oils, and I literally put a dot on my finger and put it on the canker sore up here and the canker sore down there, and immediately it started to tingle. And within, like, it was less than 10 minutes, I say a good 7 minutes, pain was gone. I was amazed. Worked better than all the Aleve I had taken over those couple of days and everything. So I did it again the next day, the next morning, to make sure, like, even the next morning when I looked, the white part was, I could barely see where the canker sores were. They were like 95% healed. So I put a little bit of Thieves on there again, just to make sure all of whatever was irritated was gone. It tingled a little bit at the top. The bottom didn't tingle at all, like it was completely healed. And by that evening, there was no trace of the canker sores at all. And so that was maybe Thursday going into Friday. And I finally stopped wearing the wax in my mouth like on Saturday. I still kept it in there just to make sure it wouldn't re-injure the areas or whatever. And it's been fine ever since. I've kind of gotten back to eating more solid foods, but I still cut things up into bite-sized pieces so I don't have to bite into it. Today is like I said, it's been a week, so I'm at the point now where I can kind of bite into stuff. It just still doesn't feel comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm just kind of gun shy about it or whatever, but I don't really want to bite into anything and just take a big chunk out of something. So I still bite, and I chew kind of like on the side, since I can't bite down on my back teeth. So definitely still more, not on a completely soft diet, but on a maybe more like a toddler type diet, where if I'm eating something, I cut it into small pieces. Like the other day, we had broccoli and rice. Rice was no problem, but the broccoli, my children were laughing at me because it was in little tiny pieces. But I wasn't trying to get chunks of broccoli stuck in my braces or whatever. So that has been, those were the obstacles for the first week, and I think I've jumped over a huge hurdle with that. Not really having any more difficulties. Pain wise, I'm good. So literally with the canker sores and the tenderness, I went from like a 8, 9 to like now I'm at a 0.5. Like I'm fine. Let's see what else. So there definitely were essentials for the first week. I would say Aleve or some kind of pain relief. I prefer Aleve. That's just me. Some people can't take Aleve because of the naproxen in their stomach or something, but that's my go-to pain reliever. So I would say a pain reliever, definitely wax, definitely some sort of mouthwash, whether it is a specific oral sore mouthwash that has peroxide in it or regular Listerine or whatever. Some people use warm salty water, but I wanted mine to serve a dual purpose, to heal what was going on in my mouth and also freshen my breath and everything. So those are my essentials for week 1 in a soft diet. I would recommend. I still have not made the little pouch. That'll be a separate video, the pouch of the essentials that I will keep with me in my purse to take with me around when I travel. We're still pretty much not going anywhere. I'm in the car now because my children had an appointment, but a dentist appointment, ironically. But so I really haven't had, I really don't go out that much, so I haven't had the need to pack it, but I will do a separate video to pack what I think the essentials are. Let's see, what else did I want to share? I think that is it. I don't go back to the dentist, I mean the I'm still trying to get used to saying that, but I don't go back to the orthodontist for another 7 weeks. So far in this journey, I feel like I have gone through the hardest part. I do know that rubber bands are to come, and you know, the impending jaw surgery is coming. Oh, that's the other thing I have to tell you about. So Friday, I thought that I had an infection at the bottom. So here in my jaw, there's a ridge, and I'll open my jaw to show you here. But I don't have it on this side. It's not as protruding. So I called him and I went in. I was like, oh my gosh, I have an infection. Something's going on. And I went in. He was like, that's your jawbone. I knew that. I was trying to see if you knew that. But so that just kind of reinforces why I already know that most of my stuff going on is structural. And these were things that my orthodontist wanted to do when I was a child, when I was a teenager, and they wanted to do jaw surgery, and my parents were like, no, you're not breaking her jaw. But now that I am in control of my mouth and my body and stuff like that, I am considering the jaw surgery, and it would be either next year this time or in 2 years once I get the braces off. So my orthodontist, and I have to see a specialist, a specialist oral maxillary or something like that. I'm trying to remember, what do you call the doctor who does like oral surgery? Maybe an oral surgeon. They have a better name for that. But anyway, see the specialist who would do that. So we don't have, it's in the timeline. We haven't set a specific date, but I do know in the plan is it will either come in a year from now or 2 years from now. So we shall see. But that is it for my 1 week update. I hope it was helpful, and I'm going to try to do the next video to show you the essentials that you need as an adult when you have your braces. So take care, and I'll see you next time.